destroy me!
Let the show begin.
Solidify!
Hey!
This is order.
Hey!
Time for retribution!
From rock to dust, sooner or later.
Yeah, I'll protect us.
Solidify!
Cut to the chase.
The enraged Earth will not absolve you!
I see your power.
La, 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 la. Let the show begin.
Gather!
Morax, 1,000 years after you sealed me underground.
You should call it by its name.
Fate? Fate? So here lies the wisdom of the...
No. You have forgotten.
That voice!
Azhdaha.
Huh? Kunjun?
Morax. It's been a while.
You...
Azhdaha. The very same.
During the battle, you imbued us with your power.
Yes. It was all I could manage. Forgive me for concealing the truth, traveler. Allow me to elaborate. Up heaven and earth.
So there are two Azhdahas?
No! It can't be!
When the seal loosened, your power manifested in this world. That's when it occurred to you.
The audacity! Are you insane?
I was another power awakened with the loosening of the seal. Too weak to I was barely conscious. I couldn't remember who I was. Only the past would elicit a reaction.
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall.
Don't blame yourself. I have It's been so long. A secret beyond...
There would be no harm in it.
You haven't. Azhdaha was once a friend and ally of the Geo-Archon Morax. With the memories of rocks do not last long. Erosion, ground, Azhdaha.
What would you expect?
This much is true. In the beginning, erosion made us even more savage. Morax shared with us some of his, and so we became you. And from your will, I emerge. I am your final contract. Witness the promise between Azhdaha and Morax.
No!
I am the remnants of Azhdaha's benevolence.
No! It is I, Azhdaha, forged of elemental crystal,
Morax,
a lord over insects.
you forgot yourself. That which you have forgotten. All powers under heaven, rise and...
A star appears within the wild. A sun. Strange.
You are spent in the wilderness. Snow...
No! That isn't true! I don't...
Perhaps it isn't, but it remains.
More axe!
finished.
Are you satisfied?
I had to make amends. Satisfaction had no So, Morax, you call yourself...
I do.
Well,
As you please.
I never did forget your...
I hardly lifted a finger.
And yet, you could see. You wouldn't know the yearning of a...
Your power is nearly spent. Shall we get going, you and I?
Surely the pressing matter is still that of the...
Indeed. Hence the need to get going.
Huh? How did we get here? We need to go back and check on the miners!
So there you are. My men and I found your clues and followed them straight here. We found Mao in a tent at the camp. Huh?
Nothing.
Cave?
They're exhausted, but not...
Right.
So you're taking them back?
That's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem.
Kunjun, we should be
Not I. Once I'm gone.
You always did have a...
Curious how swords and...
Azhdaha.
I can sense it.
Today I am just an ordinary...
Even you.
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue...
And how will Liyue fare without Rex?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men. I was once there.
All life is That's unimportant. You may live forever.
I do not pretend.
Were it not so...
You've brought a smile.
That day in the cap...
A heart of stone.
You chose just...
The movements of...
Hence, do not forget, old friend.
Thank you, Azhdaha.
My life is not...
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
Yes. Don't be alarmed. He's...
Whoa. That...
In fact, we have yet to meet... He was. Centuries may have passed.
In our last tale, Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient geo-life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Azhdaha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes. Quicker than words could tell, lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds!
I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the 4 corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.
A 1,000 years ago, Azhdaha attacked the chasm. I tried to obstruct him, fighting him tooth and nail. During that battle, Dragonfall was born. Azhdaha could say, despite being the victor, I could not claim to be stronger than he. And in his heart, he was willing to be sealed away. But as the erosion set in, even I cannot avoid it. But there is something I understand. The greater the power, the greater the danger. Personally sealing away an old people abandon and that I was a god of.
You still care a lot of...
Call it. I must thank you.
No worries.
Oh? About what?
Oh, yeah. Paimon nearly forgot. He told us about Conria and the punishment of the god. Zhongli, you're a god. You've lived...
I cannot say.
Why? You can't even give us a thread of information.
I understand. But I must apologize.
You mean another past grievance? Like the incident with Azhdaha?
It was signed before it all began. I have always honored.
How can you be...
You two are friends to me. I can assure it brings me no pleasure to disappoint you. But as the god of contract,
Would you be ready to find out?
it appears your understanding of this world continues. There are many events of ages past. Many, they have been eroded by time. But you are capable of finding them and bringing them. Those who come to witness will witness. If you take the same road as that...